Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast, where today we're talking NWA Saturday Night on TBS from July 21st, 1990. The band is all back together. It's myself, Hardbody Harper, and Doc Turner. And before I throw it to these two hooligans, I say that in the most sincere way possible, I just want to mention this before I forget. Special shout out to the largest page contributors monthly, Disrespectfully Classy, Marquis Blassie, Mike Childry, and Joe Ice. Thank you for the generous support on Patreon. And a couple of new patrons in the last couple of weeks. We haven't actually talked in real time in weeks, three of us. Michael H. and Chris H., new patron members out there. So thank you for signing up. And you can become a patron at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. I got a lot more to say about Patreon shortly. But first, before I do that, I'll throw it to Doc and ask how he's doing on this lovely week in 2 days, I think, before Christmas as we record this.
Ugh.
When this drops, it'll be a week and 2 days before Christmas.
What about Grinchy Harper? Jesus Christ, we're here. We're here to you can celebrate the birth of Jesus.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can celebrate your love with your girl.
Well, they can do that any day.
I mean,
Jesus
with expensive
is the reason
gifts.
for the season.
Right.
Whatever.
Wow.
It's Jesus' birthday month.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is it.
Go out there, Mike, when we're done, and tell Sasha you want some missionary position because it's Jesus' birthday month.
You know, in 6 years, going on 7 years of this show, we've never said Jesus' birthday month. So,
well, there you go. I mean, that's what
go.
we're always probing new parts of the prostate to be able to draw out here. Man, it feels like we haven't done this in a long fucking time. It has been a long time. Not for these people. They just keep getting the content. But I don't feel like I've talked to Harper in like a month.
I know, right? It's like I went to Afghanistan.
Well, I heard you went to Algiers today, it's kind of like the Afghanistan of Louisiana, is it not?
Yeah, I mean that's where the
prison is, right?
No, that's in Angola.
Oh, okay. That's in Africa.
Yeah.
no. Man, look. Stories about Angola were enough to keep me straight and narrow when I was growing up in Louisiana. Let me just put it like that.
Yeah, I've seen some documentaries that look pretty.
Yeah, it looks great.
Whew. Well, let's just say I'm glad I never had to do time on the farm. But go ahead, Doc.
So we're done. We're done with Thanksgiving. We cleared that hurdle, and I guess by this point, you either have got your Christmas situation pretty figured out, or you're going to have to go to the mall.
Oh God.
Because there's no guarantee at this point that with the supply chains and Amazon that you're going to get your shit on time.
God, going to the mall like it's 1985, and fucking fighting crowds, and oh boy.
You couldn't pay me. There's no amount of money that you could pay me, and I mean that. Well, I can't say no amount because that's not true, but
yeah, I could get you to do all kinds of heinous shit for a couple of million.
Yeah, it would take a life-changing money to have me go to a mall right now, especially the one that I'm thinking of, Doc, that is nearest to you and I. That place is a parking lot shit show during this time of year. It's bad when it's not this time of year.
It's bad year-round.
Oh, my God, that place is horrendous. The traffic is, I mean, they got to have 20 police doing. Oh my God, it's the worst.
It's Sapadelphia over there.
Harper, if you're ever out here, I'm gonna bring you over there just during a regular day so you can see it. Not even Christmas time, just a regular day. Just so you can see the stupidity of the amount of people that go there in the traffic.
We drive when we get close to that road. Latrell goes, man, I hate this road. You should try driving on it, pal.
Dude, it's the worst. But proceed, Doc. Yes, if you got to go to a mall and you're out there and got to go to a mall, thoughts and prayers to you, Bubba.
Speaking of thoughts and prayers, that was, it's going to be a while back for the people, but I think it would be a real mistake if I let it go. That the Cowboys, basically made the Saints some bitches on national TV.
Yeah, they fucking beat a practice squad team.
Right.
Hey, man, you don't apologize for winning in the NFL.
With a third string quarterback with a fucked up finger.
With a broken finger after the first quarter. Dude, did you see his finger?
Y'all are the dumbasses that gave the third string quarterback $400 million.
Boy, if you believe that's real money. But let me tell you something, man. I don't know why you're being so, just like a curmudgeon this time of year. Look, the Pelicans are back in the winning column lately. Man, LSU basketball is 8-0 as we record this. I mean, the Dallas Stars are rolling. I mean, I'm living the dream, brother. And not to say, I can't forget this, but my CFL team is playing for the Grey Cup this weekend. So
who's your team?
Yeah.
So you can blow me is what you can do.
I'd prefer not to, but what is your team?
Yeah.
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers. They're actually the defending champions, and they had some
dumbass.
And they had some lean years.
Did you say the Winnipeg Blue Balls?
Oh, sure. Because you're that ignorant, man. I was on Instagram looking for something just now, and bro, Instagram for married men, you shouldn't be on there, because, man,
bro, for real, bro. Who needs Pornhub?
Man, I just stumbled upon this page, and Jesus Christ,
I know, bro.
And I gotta tell you,
they just have no dignity or shame anymore.
No. I mean, bro, that fans only page, they're making 6 figures a fucking month.
Yeah, man.
Just sticking their titties out to these fucking some fat fuck wearing a Rick and Morty t-shirt with a neck beard on.
He's not wrong,
bruh. And I guarantee you, we could start one, and I guarantee you, we might not make 6 figures a month, but we're gonna probably make about 30, 40, 50 grand a fucking month. I guarantee you there's some weirdo fucking gig because I have fucking dignity.
Because you're making so much money already for
Bruh, because I guarantee
Mike and I don't have that kind of dignity, so I want you to talk a little bit more about all this money we can make.
Oh, I don't know. Fuck. I mean, I could wear a mask.
He is right.
I could be like the midnight rider.
Dude, he's not.
I'm right.
I'm not trying to say he's wrong, but I'm not trying to say he's right either. But I will say this: I kind of believe him, man. Like this OnlyFans thing, I bet you there's some
going on over there.
I bet you there's
Sunny on that.
I think, but I bet. Look, throw the women's OnlyFans thing aside. I bet you there's some weirdo dudes out there that if Harper put a mask on, it showed pictures of his,
Yeah, like fucking videos of me jerking off and shit. I guarantee you, there's some like that's their fantasy.
Who wouldn't have that be their fantasy?
I know. Jaworski.
Oh, he'd be the first customer. I can see him right now.
Why can't we why isn't the world wholesome enough
Talk
that we
about
can just
Bruno.
get paid like that?
Talk about GYD. Bro, what the hell, bro? I listened to the show for the first time in 3 weeks. I got back from Disney World, and I hear you talking about opening up an OnlyFans. You gotta be a fucking moron if you buy Harper's OnlyFans. What the fuck's up with that? Talk about GYD. Talk about Bruno. I mean, what the hell, bro?
He messaged me and Luke, and he wants to know when we doing the fucking Christmas special.
What a mark.
Okay, did Luke respond?
I forgot what he said.
Because Luke, last time he was on, was like, nah, bro, he's getting a big head.
So I don't want to miss the plot here. We've got to become sexual deviants online and risk hell, eternal hell and damnation. Why can't we just get paid for talking some wrestling?
I wish, man. But Harper's right. I got morals. He's got morals. I know it doesn't seem that way because we do this show, but we do have morals.
Everybody's dirty, man. Everybody is dirty.
I don't know, bro. This OnlyFans is taking off. Not that.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like food, bro. Like just because you don't like fucking pho doesn't mean the guy next door don't fucking eat that shit every day. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying.
I guess.
But, all right, Doc, I'm sure you got other flips and dives, because I got to go to Harper with his flip and dive.
I don't know a lot about this next story, but I think I'll try to set it up such that I can then get out of the way. What's going on down in Houston, Harper?
You got plumbers finding fucking money like fucking Mario going down the pipe.
Is this at the church with that big with that cracker with big teeth?
Yeah, with fucking championship banners hanging from it next to Jesus' picture.
Prosperity gospel. That's what he calls it. That's what he's got the nerve to call that. It's the prosperity gospel.
He is the biggest heel on the fucking planet.
I don't know if he's the biggest, but he's in the stable for sure.
Oh yeah,
the stable.
He's in the heel stable.
So the story,
Bro, that motherfucker is grinning at you with them big fat horse teeth, going, I'm fucking you out of your money, right?
Yeah.
Praise be to Jesus.
I thought the story was a joke. I kind of been off the grid for the last, and I won't say where I've been. I've been nowhere illegal, but I've been off the grid, took a little time away, and tried to recharge some batteries.
And great.
And I thought I caught wind of this while I was off the grid, but when you're just relaxing, you ain't trying to read no bullshit story. So I thought it was just like satire. And then Harper, 5 minutes before the show, texted me and said, "We got to talk about the plumber that found $600,000 in a church." And I was like, "That's real?" So then I looked it up, and apparently $600,000 was allegedly, keep us out of trouble here, $600,000 was found in Joel Osteen, or however you say it, his church. His church's name is the Lakewood Church, I believe, something like that.
The Summit,
which is the former.
You can get season tickets to his fucking church.
Never underestimate the heart of a champion, Harper.
Right.
Thank you, Rudy Tomjanovich. Clutch City.
He does a dream shake down in the post right before the offering plate gets passed.
So they found $600,000. A plumber found $600,000 in the walls of the church. And what I found interesting was there was a bunch of stories, every news organization covered it. And I got to say, man, whether they were right wing, left wing, middle, they all basically told the same story. So that usually tells me, well, we're on to something here that might be true. So the plumber's in the wall. He finds $600,000. $200,000 was cash. Other $400,000 was checks, which, I don't even know what that means. Those checks would still be good. I'm real confused. But
Right. What the fuck are you going to do with that shit?
Yeah, but anyway, $200,000 in cash is a lot of money. So, but this happened.
Right.
You're right. This happened. For you, Harper, you can make that in 4 months because you make $50,000 a month doing this show. But, but Doc and I,
the rest of us have to pound. The rest of us have to pound that out over a long period of time.
Yeah. So they find this, and it's a plumber, and they're doing some renovations. And what I didn't know was, until Harper told me, I go reading it. Evidently, in 2014, the cash and the checks had disappeared, and the Houston Chronicle reported on it at the time. No arrests were made. The Houston Police Department actually, from what I read, they're actually still investigating this thing even before this cash was found. So all I'm saying is, I ain't trying to say who's guilty, but if you find $600,000 in some walls of some church, I just smell a rat. Or
maybe
fish.
That was Clyde Drexler's bonus money.
Man.
So I don't know what's going on here. Who reported it stolen?
They reported it stolen back in 2014 or some shit.
Who is they?
The
Hold
church.
on, I'll look.
Someone stole money from the church.
I'll look to see who reported it. The $600,000 on March 11, 2014, it was reported stolen from Lakewood Church, and I'm trying to see who.
Man,
Lakewood said in a statement that it's more than 40,000 church members Monday that cash checks and envelopes containing written credit card information had been stolen. So the church reported it stolen. Oh, you're going to love
Okay,
this,
hold on.
Doc. The funds were fully insured, and Lakewood said, we are working with our insurance company to restore the stolen funds to the church, according to the Lakewood statement that was made. So the
If you're a
Lakewood
church-
public, that was their public statement that Lakewood made.
If you're a church and losing $600,000 doesn't close the doors permanently, then you're stealing money from people somewhere.
Yeah.
You're
and
not
if I
a
was
church
that
at
plumber,
that point.
I wouldn't have told fucking nobody.
Only thing Harper as a plumber ever found in a church was the archbishop's log floating in there, crammed in the toilet.
Oh,
Now,
no.
Mike, how would you feel about attending church with 40,000 other people?
I like small churches, so
Let me ask you this: How would you like attending a Super Bowl where your team was involved with 40,000 other people?
I like watching at home. So again, it's not going to work for me.
There you go. Man, this is just like suburban honkies getting on the damn rolls at the church so that they can say that they justify making down in Houston making $400,000 a year in the oil industry and not paying no taxes.
But just think how much it costs just to turn the lights on and the air condition. And
That's why
fucking
that's
building.
why they pass the offering tray so much.
That's fucking crazy. Just nuts.
I
in
don't
the wrong
believe it's what
business,
Jesus
Harper.
wanted, but I'm not a good Catholic boy. I need Harper to tell me.
I'm gonna buy the municipal auditorium and restore it, turn it to the House of Harper, the fucking church.
That'll be the church, the House of Harper.
Yeah.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a great idea. And you can put on the walls, JYD built this place.
Thanks,
Come-
Sylvester.
Yeah. We'll even give you communion. You can say, we take them all, no matter if you snorted or smoked or whatever. We're very
What?
forgiving here.
Every dog needs his holy bread.
Every dog needs his holy communion to chew on. And I think I found my communion.
Peace be with you.
You guys are going to hell.
We are going to hell. But no, this is a glorious story. 600 grand.
Just poof.
Just
And then the guy's pissed because the church just has totally ghosted him since.
They
And
just
he's
like,
thinking-
oops, we
He's
lost
thinking-
$600,000. Mike,
Is he
how
like-
much of the when
Wait,
would you
wait,
stop
wait.
looking
No.
for $600,000?
hold on. Doc, Harper, you said the guy's pissed because they ghosted him. What guy?
The fucking church. The church has totally just. He wants a reward or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
the
wanted
guy-
a
yeah,
reward
the
for finding the
plumber
money,
wanted
and the
a
church
reward.
was like, "Your reward is in heaven, sir."
Yeah. Fix that toilet, fucking TL Hopper motherfucker.
I mean, that's basically what they told him without telling him.
They
Yeah.
told him to get his fucking shine box.
It's basically what they told him without telling him.
Yeah,
What were you about to ask me, Doc, before we go to some Saturday night?
I don't even remember now.
All right, you were about to say, what would you do if you lost 600, I think, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's like the church stopped looking for it. When are you going to stop looking for that kind of money?
If I ever had that
Right.
kind of money and ever lost that kind of money, I'd never stop looking for it.
Never stop.
I would stop what the fuck I was doing.
That would become
Like
the
for-
sole focus of my days.
Right.
That would become my job.
It's not
See,
like we're like, wait, I thought I had another 20 on me. I don't know. Maybe I did.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe I had a few
You
more
ever
drinks than I
misplaced
thought at the
a
bar.
$10 bill and let it ruin your whole night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, now I'd probably be like,
Yes.
Right.
I said ever, not recently.
yeah. But no,
Hey.
600 grand, I've never reached that level of, fuck you money, as Buddy Landell used to say.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. As we begin to transition, because Mike's giving us the cue by putting up some wrestling on the screen. We haven't recorded in a while. And if you've done a 5-star review, and I saw one, it disappeared.
It came back, so I'll read it. I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah,
glad you brought
it
this up.
disappeared from my phone.
Yeah, I had to screenshot it.
And-
So This
Okay.
this 5-star review that it disappeared from Docs and it's still not on Docs. It reappeared on mine somehow, but it is from Astro Aaron, and he says the title of this is awesome, and it states, Mike, Doc Turner, and Hardbody Harper get me to laugh so hard. Super entertaining trio. These guys are airtight, brother. Thank you, Astro Aaron. We appreciate that. And we had another one, Doc. This one was on Podcast Addict. It is from Daniel C. Daniel C goes on to say, 3 hilarious guys who collectively average out to having pretty good wrestling taste. They don't fall for flips, dives, or other flashy BS, only for great wrestling, razor sharp promos, and the grim, dark comedy called real life. Boy, ain't that the truth. Also, somehow this podcast gets the reputation of being non-PC, despite, Doc especially, being a bunch of SJWs. That's a shoot. He called us social justice warriors. That's great. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. Government cheese to Harper, Rolex to Doc, David Crockett, Mean Gene award to Mike for running this circus. It's a pretty good review, man. Gave me a nice little chuckle there.
I would, as much as I hate to argue, it would amuse quite a few people for me to be known as a social justice warrior.
Yeah, but you play both sides, so that's why it doesn't ever make sense. Harper
Which
does
sides
too.
are those? I only speak straight from the heart.
Harper plays both sides too. He'll go on a.
Harper's
he'll
out
start-
there trolling the world.
He trolls the world. He'll start to. I'd never forget the show. I say it to this day. Bump stock, bump stock, bump stock. He starts saying it, so I can't edit it out. He's like a 4-year-old. He's like a 4-year-old saying it. I just left it in, and then the next second he's preaching the liberal side. I mean, it's yeah. If you fly in for one episode and you hear one of Doc's left wing rants, and then you fly in for another one and you hear the right wing rant, you're kind of missing the boat if you just make an assumption, because Doc and Harper both
Taxation
play
is
both
theft.
sides.
Taxation is theft.
See,
Taxation is theft.
he's getting on it, and now later on in the show he'll say something on the opposing side. I got to mention one other thing before we jump into the Saturday night show from July 21st. So, again, this show drops 1 week and 2 days before Christmas. That means you still have time to tell your woman or side piece or whatever type of garanimal that you lay next to at night to give you the gift of BTT Patreon for Christmas. Since it's Christmas, when you sign up annually between December the 17th and through December the 26th. So you got a day after. So when your broad doesn't give you what you want because she gives you what she thinks you want, which is what she wants you to have and not what you want, on the 26th, you can keep reminding her, hey, I really wanted the BTT Patreon. It's only this amount for a full year. And you get 2 months free if you do it now before the 26th or by the 26th. It's open through the 26th. So make sure they go there and get you what you really want at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Sign up now and I'm just saying, you'll be supporting the best and fastest growing independent wrestling podcast in the universe. Ad free, just 3 outlaw mud show clowns having fun, that type of thing. Go ahead, Doc. You're about to say
We're
something.
the favorite podcast show of the champ. How about that?
Yeah.
And Darren.
You
who
saw that
wants
picture
to-
I sent y'all?
Yeah, Harper's drinking eggnog out of a Houston Oilers mug.
So, hey,
I
Harper,
got the Mike Mills special, bro.
dude.
Pennsylvania Dutch. I got 6 bottles of that shit.
What are you trying to put it in your? Are you going to put it in your DeLorean and see if you can get up to 3.3 gigawatts?
Okay,
Well,
Doc. Go ahead,
They
Harper.
went down to $5 after Thanksgiving.
Doc, you took a sip of that. Tell me when you took a
Rocket
sip
fuel.
what you thought. Rocket fuel. This shit is strong.
Yeah.
Harper, I got to tell you, you're stealing my gimmick here, man. I was never
What?
a Houston Oilers fan, but I love that old helmet
Bruh.
and those colors, bruh. I can't.
Yeah.
And I actually found a T-shirt on clearance at a store I was in, and I bought it because
Well, like back in the day?
no, it's like it was made now, like it's like a throwback, but it was just
Okay,
a T.
yeah.
I'll send you a picture of it. It's a Houston Oilers T-shirt, and I bought it just because I fucking love that old symbol. Like, I think it's bull crap that Half Pint's going to hate me. The damn Titans need to let go of the Oilers thing and let the damn Texans be the Oilers, because the whole Houston Texans gimmick is dumb. Like, it's dumb. But the Titans still own it.
The only oil and lube they got in Tennessee is when they grease up their sheep to screw them.
That's nice. No. But the Titans, okay,
I got
let it go.
Let's book the show on the fly. We need to do a patron show, top 5 '80s logos for the NFL teams.
I've been wanting to do that forever, and I just haven't told y'all.
Oh, that's easy.
No, don't give it away. Don't give it away. Paywall,
don't give it away.
Paywall. Don't let them touch. Don't let them touch in the ring.
Yeah, don't give it away.
The Browns.
Mike Chioda, tell them to stop. Tell them to not touch each other. We're trying to work to the Survivor Series.
Old Crankmaster idiot Jaworski, when he heard Brown just now 5 times, fucking blasted 3 into his ceiling. All right. On that note, so become a patron, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. If you do it before Christmas, between 12/17 and 12/26, or even after Christmas, a day after, and when your broad buys you what you really wanted, yeah, you'll get 2 months for free. So sign up annually, you get 2 months free. You can go monthly, but if you go annually, 2 months free. All right, Doc, let's get into this thing. We are talking January the 21st, 1990. The show keeps on rolling along. We jump into this week's episode. I think I looked it up. I think they're in Augusta, Georgia, at the Civic Center. And,
of course they are.
Okay. I'm just going to tell you right now. Let's be real with the people. This is not going to be an in-depth interview, because if they didn't have the desire to put together a show worth of shit, we probably shouldn't spend a lot of time talking about it. Harper, once again, is the smartest person here because he hasn't peeped one single moment of
it.
I'm so jealous as we look at Trucker Norman in the ring as he is out there with Pillman and Z-Man versus the State Patrol. We get a picture-in-picture from Pillman and Z-Man. It's meat and potatoes. And again, Norman's out there chopping it up with him for some damn reason. Bob Cottle and JR tell us later on we'll hear more about where Norman has been. We've heard a little bit about it in the last few weeks, but
there he is.
There he is.
That's the right answer.
His father died, so he's doing this in honor of his father, Harper. But anyway, now
what? His dad died for real, or that's just
I don't know if his dad had really died, and I didn't care enough to look it up at this point, but apparently that's why he's now Trucker Norman.
In honor of his dad.
Yeah, in honor of his dad that was a trucker. Yes, that's what they say.
Well, then go be a fucking trucker then, instead of being a fucking wrestler.
You tell them to get out the business?
Yeah, for real.
Well, that's that. So apparently, after the Z-Man was, would you say, sacrificed to Vader at the pay-per-view, Doc, 2 weeks ago?
God, was it that long? Was it that? It seems like it was 4 months ago, Mike.
It does. But after Z-Man was sacrificed to Vader at the last pay-per-view.
I actually thought he got in more offense than he should have, but whatever.
Vader beat the shit out of him. Let's be real.
Well, that's what Vader do.
Well, we're now supposed to believe, and this is what I was hinting at for the longest. I kept saying, yeah, somebody's going to debut at a pay-per-view at the Great American Bash, and then you're going to ask yourself, what the hell are they doing with Z-Man? Well, here it is. We're now supposed to believe, and you're going to see shortly, because it's going to play out more throughout the episode, all of a sudden, Red Hot Pillman, White Hot Pillman, he's still hot if you ask me. Now we're supposed to believe in him and Z-Man again as a tag team after Z-Man just got squashed by Vader? I mean, he was the sacrificial lamb. But now I need to believe that these two together are a legitimate tag team threat. I can't buy it. Z-Man bores me. I'm sorry, Chris Zaha, Zoncha. I love you, man, but Z-Man just ain't badass enough for me. It's just dumb. I can't believe this. And then this match, these guys, they work for nothing against either any State Patrol or Pillman, but 10 minutes of Z-Man and Pillman versus State Patrol. Doc, your thoughts?
A lot of these matches
the fuck was that?
I'll rewound it.
Hold on. What is it? Oh yeah, that looks like they got drunk and decided to try to screw each other.
Harper, I need you to explain what happens.
I don't know how do you explain. Okay, Z-Man tags in Brian Pillman, and I don't know what the fuck.
All right, let me help you. If you're on the video version, we're watching it for the fourth time. Z-Man tags in Pillman. Z-Man goes to Irish Whip Dwayne Bruce from State Patrol. Bruce reverses it, so Z-Man goes into the ropes. Pillman goes to do the roll-up on Dwayne Bruce from State Patrol, or Buddy Lee Parker, and he's like pushing him into the ropes, kind of like Tim Horner would do, where he would use the ropes and then go backwards. But Z-Man is still up against the ropes, and I don't know if Z-Man is supposed to like jump over them or what, but look at that. What the fuck was that?
He was supposed to leap over, I think, both of them.
Yeah, because he's showing the too smart. Like, if you look at him, he hits his head, and he's like, too smart. And then, I don't know, bro. It was terrible. It wasn't anybody's fault. It was Z-Man's fault, actually. But
yeah, it was Z-Man's fault.
What were you about to say, Doc? Because this is, again, I'm just not a Z-Man fan. I can't do it, bro. He makes Pillman look bad to me.
Pillman was super over at the end of this match too when they went to the pin, and towards the end,
the
crowd was about it for Pillman. They're just, the evidence is all right there. They refuse to see it. I guarantee you Herd thinks that Zink is the star here.
Dear God.
There you go.
Look at the crowd. Well, that's what Doc was saying.
Look at that crowd.
So Pillman hits the finisher, or hits the springboard double clothesline on State Patrol after 10 minutes. And they cheered him. Now Z-Man's in there super kicking everybody, hitting the ref accidentally. You saw that.
All right.
The crowd's cheering, but they're not popping like they were for Pillman. Right. Watch when Pillman hits his move. Watch the crowd does. You go see it here. He hits the drop kick. Well, you can't see it because they don't do a wide shot, but they're all about Pillman, dude. It's not. If Herd liked Z-Man and not Pillman, that's just. God, Pillman's carrying this. This is terrible. All right. Any other thoughts, Doc?
What are we doing?
I don't know, bro.
Shitting.
Not you, Harper. Z-Man.
Yeah, being fucking putting on shitty wrestling.
We've got a guy who's legit over as a star, and we're just gonna ignore it and
take a dump on it.
Yeah, that makes too much sense.
It does. It's really dumb. So I fast forwarded through the commercials just now, and I'm going to play a segment from what's called the Wrestling Wrap-Up magazine. You'll see these hosted by Cottle, JR. I even think Gordon Soley does some of them. What were you about to say, Doc or Harper?
Look at this fucking, just the cover of this magazine.
Ted Turner and El Gigante. Because nothing says wrestling to me like those two guys.
Yeah. Like some big, tall Latino guy, and there's fucking Ted Turner standing next to him.
I'm not gonna bag on Ted Turner, man. No, not him. But he didn't. The people he hired and the people who are running this show are, God. Anyway, so let me go to this audio, and this is where we get to hear about what's going on with Norman.
Ladies and gentlemen, to World Championship Wrestling and TBS, this edition of the Wrestling Wrap-Up will center around, first of all, where has Norman been? One of the most popular athletes ever in World Championship Wrestling. Norman has been very conspicuous with his absence. Well, recently, Bob Caudle, our colleague, got together with Mike Rotunda, who, as we all know, Captain Mike is Norman's best pal. And Bob has some questions to ask Mike. Just where has Norman been? He's encountered a very severe tragedy in his life. But right now, let's go to Bob Caudle, who is standing by with Captain Mike, and this report on Norman.
Fans, with us right now, here's Mike Rotunda. Mike, we wanted to talk to you because you're the best friend of Big Norman. Norman has been gone for some time, but last week we saw him just come out and make a brief appearance. He was down around the ring. What is it with Norman right now?
Well, you know, Bob Caudle, everywhere I've been in the past month or so, people have been asking me, where is Norman? How's he doing?
Yeah.
And to be quite honest with him, I said, I don't know. I haven't seen Norman. He's just kind of disappeared. But last night I got a chance to talk to Norman, Bob, and it was on no vacation that he was, because I found out that Norman's dad had passed away. He had died.
Terrible.
And I also got a chance to sit down and see another side of Norman that I have never seen in knowing him in the past 6 months or so. In talking to Norman, it seems like that he's anxious to get back to his little kids, to see the people again. He's dressing different. He's wearing truck driver's clothes, and I asked him why he was dressed different, and I found out that his dad was a trucker. And he's going to dedicate all his matches to his dad's memory, and he's just real excited about getting back to the people, and I'm sure he could use a friend right now, so he'll be back soon.
Fans, it's going to be a new Norman, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more of that Norman.
We certainly look forward to Norman getting back in action. Perhaps he'll be here with us next.
All right, there you go, Doc. What do you think? We finally got the full reason behind. I mean, we knew because they said it in the last episode or so. What do you think? Trucker Norman in the house.
I was waiting for Mike Rotunda to say he was being held hostage.
Because of the look on his face.
Yes. And the way he delivered that. None of that makes sense. I don't care enough that it needs to. It's just a disaster.
Yeah.
You got any thoughts, Harper?
No.
All right. I thought that was going to be the answer. That's why I asked. So anyway, after that update on Rotunda and Norman, we do see a replay of what happened in the previous episode that Harper wasn't with us on, where Hansen and Tommy Rich, or Stan Hansen and Tommy Rich, wrestled. And remember, Stan Hansen attacked the ref and Rich with the cowbell after the match, and Hansen was then suspended for 30 days and fined $5,000 at the end of the episode. So we saw that. Doc, any thoughts on the replay? I'm sure it's no, because you don't like replays.
Has this already happened before?
Yeah.
Have we talked about it already?
Well, a week ago.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Sting, Doc. I know you're going to love this one. He's going to cut a promo.
And indeed.
I got to wait till the music stops playing. Hold on 1 second. Or else I'm going to have to clip it out anyway. Look at Sting. He's saying hello to all the Stingers. Here it is. Let's go to it now.
World champion. What are your thoughts at this time?
Well, I'll tell you something, Rossi. It's a lot different feeling now. All of a sudden, you got newspapers, you got radio stations, TV interviews, pictures, TV, people wanting to talk all the time. It's amazing. It's like I'm in the limelight all of a sudden. It's a strange feeling, but you know something? In my own eyes, the way I feel about myself, I am just I'm just still the Stinger. There's nothing different about me. And the chances of me not going out there and high-fiving everybody, howling a little bit, high-fiving the little ones, small ones, big ones, whatever, I haven't changed. I'm still the same Stinger, Rossi. Woo!
All right, fans, those comments from the heavyweight champion of the world. And we will see him right here today on World Championship Wrestling. And we'll be back with more on TBS right after this timeout.
Your world heavyweight champion, Doc. The Stinger.
They might as well pull a Medusa and throw that belt in the garbage now.
Wow, come on.
Okay.
We're listening. Okay, what?
I'm gonna ask this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. I'm not trying to be a dick here.
Oh, you are, but that's fine.
So let's say that, okay, so why do we think, I'm not trying to set anybody up here, but why do you think they put the belt on Sting?
Ric Flair?
He's over.
What did you say, Mike?
Because Ric Flair wanted to.
Okay.
Your favorite wrestler, just, I've told you this already. I think I told you during the Patreon show, which again, patrons, you can listen to, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Doc and I did a phenomenal job. I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot on that pay-per-view. It was Ric Flair. You think Flair was going to drop that to somebody he didn't want to drop it to, Doc?
Do you also think, though, at this point, he's having enough problems with Hurd and all them that he's kind of checking out?
You can try to find an excuse all you want. If Ric Flair doesn't want to drop that belt to someone, he's not going to drop it to him. So you can come up with shenanigans and excuses, but the bottom line is your favorite wrestler.
That's
dropped
not
it
where
to
I'm
Sting.
going with this, and you're
Okay,
the one
we'll
being
go.
a dick.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm not. Well, you can be a snowflake when you want to. Go ahead. Where are you going with this?
I just would like to think that we would be treating each other with at least a basic level of respect. That's all. My question is, what's next?
Basically, shut up. Keep going.
What are we doing next? We've got the belt off of him. Where are we going to go now?
Well, you got to stay tuned.
I hate you with every down to the cellular level. I hate you.
Wait a second. This
Ugh.
is some bull crap. Okay.
Why?
At the beginning of the show, we were talking about the guy who found the $600,000. It says, I just saw a headline: plumber who found cash stashed in the wall of Joel Osteen's church is getting $20,000 reward.
There you go.
Bruh,
He got
you
paid.
better. I'm
And
sorry.
those checks.
I would have wanted more. Them checks might bounce. Okay. Where are we going next? Well, I would spoil it if I told you what's next, which you are going to hate more than Sting, to be
Right.
honest.
So the point is, we don't have. It's got to go back to Rick, right?
It has to.
No, I mean it's the chase. The who's going to be the guy chasing Sting? Because we haven't established a singles heel wrestler.
What they do and what they could have done are light years apart.
That's my whole point about this. My point is Flair is infinitely more interesting and satisfying when he's got the strap instead of chasing it. And I think it takes a real sophisticated approach, nuanced approach to make Rick crazy by having the belt that Dusty could pull off that Steamboat nor Sting or Garvin could.
I don't have a problem with Sting having it. You have a big problem with it. I just think, I agree, it's better when somebody's chasing Flair. If you're going to put the belt on Sting, it's got to be one of those things where he just doesn't have it for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not Sting, then who?
Yeah. There's a couple of people I'd put it on right now that are out there. One of them just debuted. I mean, maybe hindsight's 2020. You know, I could be like, well, we just saw Vader debut. He seems like he's pretty legit. But again, I know who Vader is and what he ends up becoming and where he came from and all that. I don't know, but I mean, there's people out there. There's a person out there who's never been world champion and never became world champion that could wear that belt. Fuck it, Arn Anderson.
Yeah, Mr. Wonderful.
I don't know if I'd have put that on him at this time.
Oh, come on.
Anyway.
My point is, and this is something that every time I've ever had an idea about anything, Mr. Wrestling Insider over here, industry expert Menace, goes, well, then what are you going to do after that? And you don't seem to have any kind of, we're going to go to the goddamn Black Scorpion, and you don't have a better idea or something to say.
Whoa. I didn't say that. I said
it.
That. Okay.
Because you made me angry.
No. You didn't give me the scenario. You didn't lay it out like that.
Sting didn't make me mad. You're the one making me mad.
You didn't say you didn't say who would you have booked in Sting and Flair. I would not have given it to Sting. I realized why they did
where
it.
Do we go now? I said it's either you got to go back to Flair with a championship, or you got to do. I'm talking about where we are now. You've either got to engage Rick back in the chase. If you engage Arn, you're breaking up the Horseman.
Yeah.
Put it on Vader.
That would have been an idea for sure.
Because two of the people that they're looking at, Black Scorpion and fucking Sid, I ain't fucking with it. Vader.
Right.
Yeah,
so
fuck that.
I want Vader. Dude, have you ever seen Super Brawl 3 with Sting and Vader?
Vader beats the shit out of him.
Jesus
Not forever.
Christ, what a match. Phenomenal. He beats the piss out of him. It's great. It's what I like about wrestling. No flips, no dive. Just some big old raw bone bastard beating the hell out of another man. It ain't that hard, guys. What are we doing here?
So the whole point that's going to keep coming back to this is that we've got a shit pile of talent in this organization and we don't know how to use it. So my point is that in all honesty, everybody here, and so this is when you're an ass, you're just trying to boot shit up. Everybody has said something that's technically correct. Harper said he's over. That's true. And that's a reason. And you said because Flair said so. And technically that's a reason. And that's true. But it doesn't make any of it the right or best course of action. And what I'm saying is they didn't have to go out and get anybody else because everybody they needed was inside the tent. I mean,
okay, yeah, that's fair.
If your football team is 4-12 and everybody got hurt, well, shit, we had bad luck. It's a whole lot different story than what could have been. Than if you're 3-13 and you got the Delgado State starting 7 up front, you ain't got a shot because you ain't got no talent.
Bro, that's the most intelligent thing I think I ever heard you say.
Yeah. Good job,
okay.
Doc.
So now that we're saying,
hey man,
Doc,
you just let me get mad enough at Mike, and I'll start speaking in tongues.
Okay, so they did what they did. Sting's got the belt, right? We're here now. Sting got it.
We're here.
All right. Now, we know what they end up doing. I don't know if you remember who actually the next champion is, but let's pretend who the person who gets the belt back next year is. Fuck, I gave it away. Let's pretend the person who gets the belt next year isn't that person. Let's pretend Sting's the champion. We know we're going to go to the Black Scorpion. We know we're going to go to Sid in some wrestling matches and feud. Would you? I don't want to spoil it for you. Sting holds the belt for almost 200 days, about 2 weeks short of 200 days, almost.
And we know Flair has it back at some point because next year he's going to WWF with it.
Right. So my question is, would you, let me say this, of the people that are world champion worthy, Vader, Arn, who else you want to name, Doc? Wyndham, maybe?
Wyndham.
It's a short list.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like there's...
Yeah, it is a very, very short list.
I mean, you can say Ron Simmons, but he's a part of Doom right now, so I don't know if you can really...
He's not quite ready.
I don't know,
Cuban
bro.
Assassin.
No, come on.
Ranger Ross.
Yeah. All right, so anyway.
Juicy Johnny.
Vader, Arn, Wyndham. Of those three, who do you want to put it on next? If given a chance.
I think you could have easily done something if that didn't work for you. I would have said Vader, but I think you could have had Orndorff turn on him and take it. Orndorff could have been like, I think Harper's right. You could have had him do he's just a wannabe like the ones I had to deal with up north and just whoop his ass.
Yeah. He's just another pretty boy with fucking blonde hair and muscles like I had to deal with up in Connecticut.
That's actually true. I was thinking Orndorff was just, I don't know, I was thinking a little bit past it, and Orndorff can be a prick, so that actually...
He can be a colossal prick. We see it in Smoking Gun with the jacket and Garvin just a couple of years later.
And he's Rick Rude level. He's Rick Rude level prick.
Promo when he's in the gym working out.
Wait, hold on.
Everything we just picked is better than what they do.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. But see, that's not what you were asking me at first.
Why do you always have to assume that I'm out to get you?
Because that's all you do. That's all you do. That's what you do.
Oh.
You try to lather me up. I know you drill. I mean, it's old. What were you about to say about?
If I was going to lather you up, I would have got you onto one of the two topics that lathers you up, which is the NBA and or the fact that the Saints can't win in the cold on the road in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Those don't work me up. You're losing your touch. Harper, you about to say about Orndorff working out and getting on the fat people in the gym?
Yeah. That old fucking promo. You
Yeah,
seen that, huh?
He's a brick.
That's just great.
Yeah, it is.
It was like,
And then he could stick Sting with the pile driver, and he's running around with a neck brace on and can't wrestle again. And well, gee, is he going to hold up because he's injury prone? And then Luger steps in to like avenge his friend, and Orndorff and him wrestle. No,
Yeah,
let's do the Black Scorpion.
Oh, bro.
Let's get Al Perez in here.
Well, Perez, and I thought Wild Bill Irwin was lying to me or just misremembered. I've seen footage now of non-televised events that they actually end up showing clips of on TV. That is him under that scorpion hood. We'll see it. We'll actually watch it. Wild Bill.
Who?
Wild Bill Irwin.
Well, shit, they had so many guys probably no showing the show. He was the only one close.
Well, I was like, no.
Why is the Black Scorpion cracking a whip in the corner?
Well, when he was on the show like 4 years ago, he said something like, he was like, you know who the Black Scorpion was, right? And I can't remember. I was like, Ole? Because I mean, Black Scorpion, you're talking about the voice, you're talking about the person behind. I mean, there's a number of people. And Ole was voice, and there was a bunch of stuff. And he's like, I was. And I was like, what? And then he did clarify, well, the house shows, the live events and whatever. And then I was like, I don't ever remember seeing anything. But I was like looking ahead at some stuff, just like, okay, let me see because it hit me that he told me that. And sure enough, I'll be damned, there's a clip that they show, and I'm like, that's fucking Wild Bill. That looks like him. Not what you're thinking. There's a clash. I think there's a clash where the Scorpion is wrestling Sting or something. I think that's Al Perez. I think that's the one you're thinking of. But there's some house show footage, and I can't wait for you to see it because you're gonna be like, I'd be shocked if you don't think it's Wild Bill. But we'll keep going. Yeah, so let's keep moving. We're gonna hear a promo now. I'm gonna play it. It's the Horseman. Just listen to what Arn says.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, to World Championship Wrestling. Before we see big Sid Vicious in action, let's hear these very solemn comments from the Horseman.
Something has happened within the organization. Something has gone wrong. And now we don't have a thing to lose. Because now when we step into any ring, when we come to any building in any city in this country, we're hungry. Sting and Luger seem to think that they're sitting on top of the world right now. But when I go home and look in the mirror, I think about the things that I've had and the things that I'm gonna have. These two guys right here, along with Flair, have got nothing to lose, just like me. And everybody out there is gonna find out just how vengeful a bunch of guys that don't care about anything can be.
We protected that title with our heart and soul. We got nothing on earth to lose. We did a lot of rope-a-doping in the past, a lot of shucking and jiving, a lot of playing with the women. All dead news, nothing but business. You got to get out of each car in each town, every gym you go in, every restaurant you go in, you look over your shoulder. We're not above jumping on you and TCBY yogurt. It may sound funny to you, but it's dead serious. I'm looking at a bunch of dead men as we speak. Big Sid?
Sting! No matter what I gotta do, if it's to break every bone in your body, I will get that title back in the family of the Four Horsemen, no matter what it takes.
Still the symbol of excellence, bottom line.
That might be the corniest thing I think we've ever heard Arn say. TCBY yogurt. Doc, any thoughts on this? Go ahead.
That might sound funny to you, but it's real to him, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Are those still around? No, huh?
You asking the wrong one.
I wouldn't know either. Is it related to I can't believe it's not butter?
No, it was the TC, the country's best yogurt.
What?
Yeah, it was kind of like, I don't want to call it like a Baskin Robbins for like frozen yogurt, but it was kind of like that, but it wasn't Baskin Robbins. It wasn't. They didn't have 31 flavors.
Shit.
Which one
That
did
was
you
a
least
treat,
love?
bro. Fucking TCBY. That was a treat. Then my mom would go and I'd get the fucking M&Ms in it.
I don't know why the word treat popped me, but it did. Hey, Harper, do you eat
No, we already know he eats that.
What?
Why are you asking if he eats ass? We know that.
Do you eat like Greek yogurt now for health reasons and stuff?
No.
TCBY Yogurt, the country's best yogurt, is an American chain of frozen yogurt. It is one of the largest U.S. retailers of soft-serve frozen yogurt. Evidently, it is still open. It was founded in 1981 in Little Rock, Arkansas. It is still open today, Harper. There are more than 470 locations.
Fuck, I haven't seen those in forever.
Me either.
Remember Zach's, Mike?
Oh, yeah. That place has got to be closed now.
Yeah.
Zach's frozen yogurt. Yeah. Yep.
I thought Wyndham was excellent there. That's one of the best promos he's cut in years.
What y'all think of those fucking Horseman shirts with the Pegasus?
Hey, why are they always saying that they didn't have any merchandise when Sting's out there in his shirt and the Horsemen are in their shirts?
Probably because no one fucking bought it.
No, they had merchandise. They didn't know how to advertise it and monetize it. They had merch. They
have talent and they don't know how to book it. So we've established quite a bit of problems here tonight.
And there were the last time I saw NWA WCW T-shirt commercials on a show of theirs in this time period was in like 87 or 88. I remember watching some worldwides, and I actually clipped it at one point and put it on social media. There's a commercial and it's like Dusty had a shirt and Rock and Roll and Flair, maybe Baby Doll even had one. It wasn't a lot of them. So I remember seeing that. That's the only time I can remember seeing a commercial. Other than that, Harper's right. They have shirts. We're starting to see them weekly. But this, I mean, I hate to say it, but this is the only advertisement you see for the shirt with the guys wearing it. There's no, all these damn commercials in this episode we're going to skip through. There was not one commercial for their own product outside of watch the main event tomorrow. Watch this on Wednesday or whatever.
And then what does the Pegasus have to do with this?
Well, you got to ask Arn that.
It's like the fucking mobile gas station fucking logo.
It's the 90s, Harper.
It's cutting edge.
Fucking Clash the Titans looking shit.
I thought Arn was funny with the TCBY comment, but whatever. It's kind of corny. The next match is Sid Vicious versus Tim Hughes. Sid wins with his big powerbomb. Doc, I'm sure you got some wonderful thoughts on this.
Sid's impressive at this point. He hasn't been exposed, and it's not softball season, I guess.
Yeah.
Man. Sid's promos. That's all I got.
He ain't tried to stab anybody yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's coming.
Yeah. Not yet. With the pair of fucking scissors.
That powerbomb stiff too. Sid wins. We then go to a Paul Orndorff promo shortly. Orndorff tells Arn Anderson, "You might be the head of, this organization, faction, but you're going to have to deal with me." It's pretty much meat and potatoes. But now I'm digging what Harper said. They should have had him turn on Sting.
Mm-hmm.
Doc, any thoughts on Orndorff here?
He was good. I mean, it wasn't the end all be all, but yeah, he's out there celebrating or doing something with Sting, and all of a sudden he sticks him with a pile driver.
Mm-hmm. Bro. It was the promo was meat and potatoes, but yeah, they should have turned him. Okay, so then we go to following up on the greatest NWA World Champion of all time. I know what it
is.
What?
Tommy Rich should have turned on him.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
No. Tommy Rich is out there.
He's doing it for his babies.
Sure. Tommy Rich is about to wrestle the Shadow We get a picture-in-picture from Tommy Rich before the match.
That's Dick
The
Murdoch.
shadow is not Dick
Yeah.
Murdoch.
Right, that looks just like him.
It's not Dick Murdoch. I actually think it's Randy Colley, a.k.a. Moondog Rex,
It looks
a.k.a.
like Dick Murdoch.
the champion in Mid-South. That is, no. That's. I believe it's Randy Colley.
That's Dick Murdoch.
No, it's
Yeah, that's Dick Murdoch. I got a picture of him sitting on the porch in front of that cabin with the Indian broad drinking the fucking Coors.
from Smoky
Indian
Mountain.
broad. How about Native American lady?
No,
Yeah.
she's an indigenous person now.
Indigenous.
Come on.
Person.
Female.
Y'all sound like some SJWs.
All right, Doc, any thoughts on this match?
My note was the Shadow's Dick Murdoch.
The Shadow looks like someone that'll be fighting the fucking Ninja Turtles.
And then
Like
drinking the
Collie.
Coors with them.
Like fucking Krang or something. Don't it look like Krang?
Looks like
fucking-
Dick Murdoch to me.
The fucking robot suit that's got Krang, the brain guy, in his stomach.
I don't remember
I don't
that,
know.
Hopper. I really don't.
The Ninja Turtles were after me. But all I know is this. If you know who the Shadow is, other than Dick Murdoch, make sure you let Mike know.
I ain't been on social media in 2.5 weeks now.
Well, they've been
I
asking
think.
about you.
I bet.
Where'd he go?
Who asked about
He
me?
was.
Jaworski? He missed cranking
Yeah.
off to my post?
Yeah.
What an
Harper,
idiot.
you should have told him that he was the guy that attacked Seth Rollins at that show.
yeah. That fucking crazy black guy. There he is. He was Mike.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, Tommy Rich is going to defeat the Shadow. Shit, I can't even read my notes. But he wins.
Lutez
That's
Press.
what's important. No, it wasn't. Was it?
No?
Boy, he worked up a
So
sweat.
he had to
Let's
beat
see.
it. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, here it is. So what does he do? Oh, yeah, there was a botch or something. Watch. He tries to go for like a hot shot or something. That's right. Watch this. Shadow tries to go for a hot shot. He hits it, but then I think Rich kicks out. Why is he using Eddie Gilbert's move?
He should be
He
using
kicked
the
out.
Brain Buster.
I really think that is Randy Colley, because Randy Colley is coming to the promotion like later this year, I think. That's
That
who he
guy's
does.
squattier. That guy is squattier than Murdoch. Murdoch was tall.
All right. Well, after the greatest NWA World Champion of all time, who wrestled Harley Race at the pay-per-view. Boy, it was a 6-star classic. We get a promo from JYD, and JYD talks about the Horsemen and says that their threats to him mean nothing. He can handle himself because he's the dog, and every dog needs a bone to chew on, and I think I found my bone. Any thoughts, Doc, on...
Might need to go away and learn a new hold.
Might need to go away and learn a new hold. And dog, I love you, but you gotta lose some weight. We get a series
I would
commercial.
take Fat Dog if he would just do something new.
No, you wouldn't. Not after the way he got blown up against Flair at the Clash. That was a crime against pro wrestling. It really was, if you really think about it. Know what I'm saying? I am not watching these commercials. We'll keep moving. We got Doom, the world champions, versus Tony Burton and a gentleman by the name of Dave Johnson. I should probably rewind a little so Harper can get a laugh at these guys. Anyway, Teddy Long is cutting a picture-in-picture promo, and Scraps, if you just watch him when he's bouncing, Doc, you notice he does the same move over and over in his promos. He bounces, he points, he bounces, he points. It's kind of funny when you watch Teddy. Scraps is out there cutting a promo, talking about the rock and roll, talking about Doom's the greatest NWA world champion of all time. Anyway, Doc, any thoughts on these guys versus Burton and Dave Johnson? That guy, him right there with the blue single. Look at him, Harper.
Oh, fuck.
He's got a funny look to him, doesn't he?
He looks like a...
Oh, fuck. He's
like
bumping
some
good.
like some fat kid going to like an Anthrax concert.
I get the feeling you saw a lot of that as a kid, huh?
Yeah.
I hear you. Any thoughts on this masterpiece of a match that went on way too long, Doc?
I didn't understand why Doom had to be out there so long.
Like 6 minutes with these guys. Here comes the Road Warriors finish, Doc, that Doom does. Remember that one? Yeah, right.
No, it's the Doom finish.
Okay, just making sure.
We don't talk about the competition once they leave.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. Here's oh no, I'm not playing this one. That's right. This is just Paulie promoting the Danger Zone that comes on main event, I think. So I'll keep going because we got a bunch of commercials coming up, and then following the commercials, we go to the Rock and Roll Express versus Joe Kazana and Snake Watson. I don't know if we've seen Snake Watson in a while, but here he is. Norman's back out there. He's slapping hands with the Rock and Roll before the match. Teddy Long comes out during the match, and he's yelling at Morton from the floor as Morton stands on the ring apron. Norman. Teddy.
Why is Norman out there?
I just hope he drives a truck off a fucking bridge.
Jeez. The man is already dead, Harper.
Oh,
yeah, why are you pissing on his grave?
Come on.
Look, he's got his trucker horn. He's got the kids honking it too.
Oh God, that's what that is.
That's what.
You gonna touch his horn?
It wasn't a. That's what I was thinking, Doc. It wasn't a trucker horn. It's one of those bicycle horns. Remember back in the day, you put the horn on your bike.
That's the other thing. What the hell? Does anybody know what a trucker is like? Come on. If it was a real trucker, they'd have him do a fucking line of trucker speed off of outside of his hand.
Fucking no dose and those fucking gas station pills.
Any thins?
Yeah.
You were taking any speed, Mike?
Never. Not my thing.
Never?
Yeah, not my thing. Well, Teddy Long.
Your thing?
Hennessy.
The Bible?
Classic wrestling.
Dutch.
Every now and then I do read the Bible.
And black chicks.
Well, of course. That's the number one, right, Harper?
Yeah.
Nubian princesses.
There were plenty to choose from when I used to live in New Orleans, too, boy. Never a shortage.
Yeah.
All right.
I think a short supply was their teeth.
No.
Come on. Seriously?
Seriously.
Anyway. Harper, I got to tell you a story. I can't tell you this on air, though, because it'll get too political. About Doc and I were having a discussion today at work. Something you told me once. But I'll tell you as soon as we're done. It's comical. It'll get political, and that's why we'll stay away from it. But anyway, Teddy Long joins Bob Cottle and JR on commentary and claims he challenged the Rock and Roll to a match with Doom, and he's ready to get rid of the Rock and Roll once and for all. The Rock and Roll win this match with a double drop kick. I mean, it's to be expected. Doc, any other thoughts on this 6-star classic?
The way Doom is rolling and who Rock and Roll is, I can't see why Doom is so worried about them.
Well, I mean, they're what? 4-time world tag team champions at this point? 3?
Yeah,
okay.
We litigated this during the pay-per-view. Why
That's why I don't want to litigate it again.
Okay, I'll stay away from it then. But I think you're dumb to think that the Rock and Roll don't stand
I think
a
you're
chance.
dumb.
Okay. Well, I don't think. I know you're dumb. How's that sound?
Oh, okay. That's great. Real mature, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harper's over there being real mature, too, talking about all the things I love. But anyway, we'll keep moving. I thought...
Stop loving things if you don't want us to talk about it.
You're the alcoholic of the two of us, so, I mean, what are you getting
I'm not
here?
drinking a drop.
Maybe not tonight.
I'm not the one who said I came back from off the grid and I was hammered the entire time.
7 days straight, at least, if not longer.
Yeah.
See? That's nice.
It was great, Harper.
Fuck, you just go get a hotel room for like a week and just sitting there all fucking day.
Not the
That's a lot fucking cheaper.
Not the same, bro.
That sounds awesome.
But it does sound awesome.
Yeah, just go like downtown Dallas, get at the Marriott, like a really nice room, and just stay there the whole fucking time.
That can get expensive, though.
Yeah,
well,
you get
for different
up.
reasons. Oh boy! All right, keeping it moving. Paul Lee is actually here cutting a promo, and I thought he's good because he's actually right here talking about being an athlete in this sport or that sport, and it doesn't do you any good as far as if you go to wrestling. He's like, you got to be a complete athlete to be a wrestler, not a specialist of any sort. I don't know who he was throwing that at, but anyway, I guess it's Pillman he's throwing it at because Pillman was a football player. But I thought Paulie was good, just saying, you just don't walk into wrestling and be a great wrestler, no matter how great of an athlete you were in football or wherever. Doc, did you have any thoughts on Paulie?
Well, Paulie's cutting good promos then, and he's cutting good promos today.
Yeah, that's true. Mean Mark takes on a gentleman by the name of Joe Padera, I think. He wins with the heart punch in like 3 minutes. During the match, Bob Caudle and JR build up Mean Mark versus Pillman coming soon. So stay tuned to whenever that might or might not happen. Doc, any thoughts on these two?
I had not one thing from this.
That guy looks like a dollar store version of Savio Vega.
Yep. He really does.
It's true.
It's factual. All right.
Is that a dollar store or $1.25 store now?
Oh, yeah, you saw that, Mike?
No, what happened? I don't go in a dollar store much.
They're going to raise their prices.
Because of the inflation.
You're right.
Because of supply chains, dog.
Mm-hmm. $1.25.
Doc, is Mean Mark ready right here? He's not ready for the World Championship.
Yes.
Is he ready for the...
No, but if you would have moved Luger up to the title, he would have been a perfect U.S. champion.
Okay,
yes.
I was gonna say TV champ.
Yeah, as a TV champ, he'll be great.
Because Arn's the TV champ right now.
They don't make good use of the TV title like they ought to.
Boy, say that again. All right. Well, no, I was just curious, but I figured you'd say that. All right. Well, Mean Mark wins. It took too long, to be honest with you. We then see a bunch of commercials. Man, they kept wearing the same commercials out, and I'm trying to fast forward through them. Oh, there you go, Harper. There was something I did want to show you. It is. If you look at my screen, it is Wacky Westerns Week on TBS.
What's a Wacky Western besides Blazing Saddles?
I guess Western comedies beginning on Monday. Set your DVR for that one, pal.
John Wayne whips it out and starts fucking beating off Jaworski style.
I kind of want to watch Blazing Saddles now that you said that.
It's great.
Can you still watch it?
Sure.
No, he's got a good question because didn't they like edit some stuff out of it?
Yeah, which is fucking bullshit.
You can get it somewhere.
Yeah, but that don't mean shit.
Well, Wacky Westerns, I guess Daddy Doc was tuned
like
into
fucking
this.
Maverick and shit like that.
Just dumb stuff,
You just need to get, a bootleg version.
Fuck that.
Well,
hey,
keeping the show moving, JR and Bob Caudle talk about Vader and how impressive he was and what this might mean for the other competition in World Championship Wrestling in the NWA. And then they throw to a full replay of the Z-Man and Big Van Vader at the Great American Bash that Doc and I covered in great detail. I'm not about to watch this match again with Doc. It is relatively short. The entrance was the best part of it, as you see here, because Vader came out. And Doc and I talked about that with the smoke coming out. It's just a hell of a visual. And the first time I saw it, I was like, God, it's badass. Anyway, Vader wins, I thought, relatively quickly. Doc said Z-Man got a little offense, too much. But again, this is just showing why do we want to be invested in Z-Man and Pillman. Nothing against Pillman, but Z-Man did the job. Anyway, Doc, any thoughts on the replay of Vader and Vader and
Have
Z-Man?
we seen this already?
We have. I was waiting just to get Harper's reaction to the smoke coming out the mask here, because Vader puts on a little bit of show with that. But anyway, it is what it is. This is good stuff.
Wonder why he didn't bring that. He didn't bring that helmet to WWF, did he? No, huh?
No. Boy, man, my wife is yelling at my daughter for something out there.
Maybe they're arm wrestling to see who's most woke.
Bruh, wait until yours is a teenager, and you are going to see World War III break out. Them broads,
they can't get along, even if they're related.
they can't get along for shit. It is like civil
women
war.
fucking hate each other, bro.
They're in competition with each other.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Dude,
For everything.
We can say things to each other, and it doesn't like hurt our feelings. And
We've been in here dog cussing each other now for damn near an hour and 30 minutes, and everybody's having a good time.
Them broads, it's a joke and turns into a shoot quickly.
Into a shoot.
And it's worse when they're mother and daughter. They start shooting on each other. Like Vader's beating the piss out of Pillman. Bro, every day. And then I always get, why did she never tell you that?
Because I don't act like a twat.
Come on.
Anyway, all right, we'll go to the next match. It is Sting. Vader just beats Z-Man. Sting takes on Barry Horowitz. I'm trying to get past these damn commercials because, God, they're wearing me out. Look at the little stinger right there. The crowd is in this Sting. You can say what you want, but they're into him. They're cheering him. Doc can hate on him all he wants. I'm not saying he was your best choice to be world champion, but if you want to transition the belt to him to somebody else, it's not a bad choice. Sting wins. He hits Horowitz with the Stinger Splash, and then he puts the Scorpion Deathlock on Horowitz. Doc, any thoughts on your favorite NWA world champion of all time, Sting?
My note here is at least he is popular.
Yeah, you can't take that away from it. And Harper, you agree, right?
Yes. Don't have a cow, man.
You saw that Bart Simpson sign. But this was right around that time of its peak, right?
Oh, yeah.
When
everyone was wearing the Simpsons shirts.
Yep. Go ahead, Doc. What you about to say?
Let's get through this and get to the next segment.
Are you talking about Missy?
Mm-hmm.
There's a Missy commercial. That's why I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. Let me get back to
God.
So Missy Hyatt, she's going to plug the NWA main event, and the whole time she's plugging the main event, Harper's like, man, I would have loved to have... Never mind. Yeah,
God damn. Pause it.
It's not just that. Listen to her. Listen to her. Hold on. Once I get back to it. She's got that.
Join me, Missy Hyatt, right here on TBS at 6:05 for the NWA's main event. We're going to have a special Danger Zone with Paulie Dangerously. His guest is going to be the new world's heavyweight champion, Sting. I just hope Sting doesn't hurt Paulie. He's such a goofy guy.
Yahtzee. You like that, Harper?
What's she wearing?
Something.
Too much.
Bruh. Every now and then, our wonderful listeners tag Missy and tell her to listen, and she never takes the bait. Or maybe she has and just...
She's out there lurking, waiting till one of us breaks up, gets single.
That don't matter. Harper would do it without that.
Oh,
I mean,
come on.
All she's got to do is listen to the episode where Harper admits to making $50,000 a month on this show, and she'll be calling him saying, I'm retiring from Civil War reenactments, Harper. I'm going to come live with you. Is that fine? It wasn't paying that much anyway. Yahtzee. But there's your girl, Harper. Looking good, huh?
I love Missy.
Boy.
God, what's not to love?
Man.
Speaking of fans only page, I saw Sunny has one.
I guarantee you, one of them dirty bastards in our Facebook group is a member of that. If not one, many.
I was thinking Mike should get it for a month, Doc, just to do an experiment, and then we can do a Patron episode on her fans only page.
Harper, how much is it?
It's something. I don't think it can't be much, huh?
That's your homework for the week.
Bro, hold on. While these commercials are playing, hold on. You said Sunny, right?
Yeah.
Sunny. Oh, well, it's probably. Is it under Sunny or Tammy?
Sunny. That's proprietary.
Is it Sunny or Tammy? It's probably under Tammy.
No, it's Sunny.
Hold on, Harper.
Let's see. Limited off at 50% off for the first 31 days.
Hold on. I got it pulled up now. All right.
Fuck, it's $15
for 31 days. Offer ends December 13th. All right, fellas. Y'all want me to? This could be a business expense.
All right.
We're doing it for the show, right?
Yeah.
Doc, I need all three of us to say yes to this. This ain't gonna be. I ain't gonna be Doc saying no, and then he's gonna be like, "We're the dirty," you know.
I mean, whatever
Doc?
you feel like we need to do.
No. What do you think, Doc?
Just say yes.
Sure.
Say.
That's not a confirmed yes, Doc. I need the answer to be
allegedly.
Yes. No, you just say, Doc, do we spend the $15 as a business expense for the month of December?
Yes.
There you go. Hopper, you? What do you say?
Yeah.
All right, now everybody out there is going to be like, when are they reviewing this? All right. So, okay.
Put
back
it
to the
Google.
back. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, but we'll review it. No video version either. You nasty mother. All right, let's go now to Ric Flair. We finally hear from Ric Flair in this promo, and I can't remember, Doc, if we talked about his hair on the last show, but I think he's cut it a little trim.
Thank God.
Let's go to Ric Flair now and hear what he's got to say. We finally hear from Ric Flair an hour and 45 minutes into the show. Here it is. And Rick is good here. He says some things here that I'm like, yeah, that's true.
The question is asked of me now daily. Am I at a crossroads in my career? The answer, point blank, is no. Sting, you are at a crossroads in your career. You have the burden now of being the man that beat Ric Flair. You have the burden, pal, of being the man that took the world title away from the Horseman. The bragging rights, the notoriety, the money, everything that we thrive on daily, pal, you took. So look at it like this. We got nothing to lose. Nothing. Fines, they mean nothing. Herd, Turner, they tell us nothing. We are on a beat to get that world title back. And Sting, broken bones, blood, guts. Think about it, pal. I paid the price. Now, pal, you've got to pay the price to be in the hot seat. Woo!
I thought Flair was good there. You won the title. Now you see what I had to go through all these years retaining it night after night. What'd you think, Harper?
He's the man. He can't. You think Sting can have that burden on his shoulders like Rick can?
No. It's hard to do what Rick did night after night, man. It's hard to do what he did night after night. Doc, what do you think?
He was great. I mean, he's trying to put a spin on losing his baby.
Imagine being these two jobbers thinking, holy shit.
Look how small they are, too, like
Yeah.
height-wise. Art Mesa and James McKinnon.
Look at this fucking tub of shit. Oh, God.
You got Barry. You know, Barry's not built, but he's a big dude. Like, and Flair's in decent I mean, he's in good shape. You know how Flair always looked. And these two guys are... Boy. Look at this
Oh,
guy.
my God. Who canceled? Oh, my God.
This is the main event for the show, too.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that. Look at that bump. Look at that bump.
Oh, God.
This guy, he literally looks like a turd getting flushed down a toilet.
Get him, Rick.
This guy is at Jiffy Lube changing oil right now going, let me tell you all about the time I worked with Flair and Wyndham. And everybody's looking at him like, you are the biggest, literally lion sack of dog crap I've ever heard in my life. Where's he working now, Harper, if he's not working at Jiffy Lube? Look how he bumps. He sells it and then drops to his ass. Look, boof. Oh, ass drop.
Probably works at Rouse's.
Rouse's is a supermarket chain in the New Orleans area.
Oh, God, you saw his armpits?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Get this fucking... Oh.
What's this guy smell like? What's he smell like, Harper?
Oh, God, like sandwich meat.
Pico de Gallo.
Pico de Gallo. Oh, my God. This guy is still... If this dude is alive, he's walking around today talking about, let me tell you all about the time I worked with Flair and Wyndham on national TV, and he's being serious.
Yeah. Just tagging this guy.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing, too. Look at him. Oh, can you imagine that dude? He's at Jiffy Lube, too, talking about, I took 3 chops from Flair. It was the most glorious 0.5 seconds of my life. This dude.
He's just standing there like, okay.
Oh, my God, this is great. Oh, goodness. You know, Doc, I didn't think we'd get this much out of this match, man, but we're really getting a lot out of it, don't you think?
Yeah, and it's good to watch Flair and Wyndham push, especially Flair, push people around.
I actually think they're being nice to these guys.
Yeah, I think they realize that they're just two fucking schmucks and... Oh, my God.
Okay, so hold on. The guy is in the ring right now with Flair. And Flair does that.
Anything close to a bump.
Flair does that thing where he kicks a guy in the knee, and he kicks him in the knee, and the guy kind of halfway sells the knee and drops to his ass. This is phenomenal. Oh my God, Harper! These guys looked about as good as the Saints did on Thursday night.
Yeah. Oh my God, the fuck was that?
It's the ass drop. Look, now he bumps. Oh, God, help me. Bro, neither one of... Oh. Okay, I'm going to have to look at the results to see if these two dudes wrestle again.
We've seen Art Mesa before, I know.
Have we? Doc, this is too great. I don't want to fast forward it. That's the best sell he did the whole time when Flair dropped a knee on the back of his head. Flair's out there wooing. He's still having fun. I do think they're being nice to these two, though, Harper. They're just...
Yeah.
Because they're not taking liberties. They're not... This is a crime, bro. All right, let me fast forward a little bit. I want to see the dude with the yellow tights get back in the ring.
I don't.
I can't remember who they pinned. Oh, there it is. Then it's a pin.
Yeah,
Flair puts her.
This is it.
Figure 4. All right, Flair. So Flair wins when he puts one of them in the figure 4. I don't know if it's Mesa or McKinnon. This is one of the most entertaining, for all the wrong reasons, enhancement talent matches I've seen. Boy. All right. So then we get a plug after that match. Cornette now he's plugging the NWA Power Hour tomorrow night. We get a series of commercials. And then we get one last promo. This is how they go off air, actually. So our main event was Flair and Wyndham versus James McKinnon and Art Mesa. And then we go straight to a commercial, Cornette plug, and then to the Rock and Roll Express, who close out the show. Here it is.
Ship Wrestling, I'll tell you one thing. These great fans here love the Rock and Roll Express. I'll tell you that. And we heard Teddy Long out here a little bit earlier He wants to challenge either one of you guys, either Robert or you, Ricky, to a one-on-one match with either one of Doom. Now, we've got some time on the main event tomorrow night. He said, well, find out if Morton will accept the challenge. So what do you got to say? Will you want to wrestle Ron Simmons tomorrow night on TBS?
Well, let's put it this way here, Jim. Time after time after time, we have stepped in the ring with Doom, and we have proved to the whole world and all these fans out here that they couldn't beat us 2-on-2. But you see us like this right here, Teddy Long. We don't care what it takes, whatever you want. All we want is a title shot. Now, if you want me tomorrow night, brother, you have got us. We don't care what it takes. I'll accept a match with any one of your guys, anytime, any place, especially tomorrow night.
Well, I'll tell you something. You know, Ron Simmons is one big bad dude, Ricky. It's going to take a great game plan to get a guy like that down because he is a tough son of a gun.
Well, Jim, like you know, Robert and myself have been in a lot of tough matches. I'm talking about chain matches, strap matches, any kind of match there is. We don't care how big and bad they are. They can always be had.
Let me say something to you right now, pal. I'm going to tell you something right now, Ricky Martin. You too, Robert Gibson. Now, I'm going to say it in your face. Either you step in the ring with Butch Reed or either you step in the ring with Ron Simmons. It makes no difference, buddy. Now, what do you got to say about that? Tomorrow night on the main event, I'll have Ron Simmons right here.
Well, tomorrow night, you have Ron Simmons here, and you have him ready, because I will be ready.
All right, now you accept the challenge.
Hey, I'm talking to you, man. You stay right here, punk. Don't ever walk away from the Godfather when he's talking to you, little man. I might even take you on myself. Hey, I'm not just...
Well, I guess he answered his question.
I'm through talking to you. Now, you have your guy ready tomorrow night, Ron Simmons, because I will be here early.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, we've got a few more moments. I don't have any idea how much time we have left. Teddy Long is lying here at my feet. Teddy, I'm sorry that you got nailed. Not really.
Ricky Martin, you signed your death warrant. You had no business putting your hands on the Godfather. Nobody abuses me. Ricky Martin, tomorrow night, you're going to die, man.
Teddy Long is entertaining there. Doc, any thoughts on his closing promo? I thought it was good. Teddy's...
Yeah, it was all right. Again, I don't know why we're stressing on the rock and roll so much, but you got to do something.
Actually, this whole thing was just for the Power Hour tomorrow night. They were just trying to give you a reason to tune into that if you got it.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just saying that's all it was. But on that note, we do need to hand out the Rolex, give out the grade for this thing. Before we do so, reminder, I said it earlier, man, we're not that far away. 8 days as of the show dropping. We're basically pretty much 8 days away from Christmas. So you got about that time to order everything you can from Amazon at tinyurl.com/BTT Amazon. That is the BTT Amazon Associates link. When you use that link, the show gets some support in return, and we greatly appreciate it. I know the supply chains are broken, but hey, Amazon tries their best to get it to you in 2 days, especially if you're on Amazon Prime. Matter of fact, if you're not on Prime, you can still use that link and you can sign up and get on Amazon Prime. Again, it's tinyurl.com/BTT Amazon. Great way to support the show by not spending anything extra. You're already shopping there, so please use the link. And like our friend Mikey in DFW said, or showed us in his tutorial on social media a few weeks back, just bookmark the link. That way, every time you or your broad or your Garanimal uses it, they can shop on Amazon in using our associates link. All right, Doc, let's rate it and hand out some Rolexes. I'll let you go first. You pick what you want to do.
C+.
Oh, okay. Harper, what are you giving it?
Let's see.
Wow, what's wrong with y'all?
156, an hour and 56 minutes.
Yeah.
And not one single thing happened.
Well, that was comedy at the end with Flair in that tag match.
Okay.
We had some good discussion. I had a good time chatting with you two fellas tonight.
Well, that's the fellowship here can't be denied.
Well, the fellowship, because of all that, I'm going to give it a B-. I'll get a little bit better than y'all.
Oh.
So, there's that. Okay, so who are you giving your Rolex to, Doc?
Missy Hyatt.
Yeah, Missy's boobs.
Damn. All right.
She wins it all.
I kind of had two candidates. One of them was
Missy's left tit and her
Oh,
right
come
tit.
on.
No. I had two candidates. One of them was Flair for putting up what he had to put up with in that tag match. The other one was Pillman. And I think I'm going to have to go Pillman because I just think Pillman is...
This episode was so long, I forgot he wrestled.
Oh, yeah. That's true. In the beginning.
I totally forgot a match that is in the middle of this thing when Paul Orndorff takes on Paul Lee. Yes, Paul Lee from Smoky Mountain. The fake nature boy was in this episode, and I somehow completely skipped my notes on that one. So anyway, there he is if you're watching the video version with us still. He wrestled Mr. Wonderful, Paul Lee. Not Paul Lee, Paul Lee of Smoky Mountain Wrestling fame and the fake nature boy who does all of Nature Boy Ric Flair's moves. So I forgot about that. But I'm giving mine to Pillman because he's carrying Z-Man and he shouldn't have to be. So that's that. All right, so
Missy's carrying some things too.
Oh my, what's wrong? Grow up. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, grow up.
What's your problem?
She's a
Just
good
replace
woman.
me with Darren.
All right. Well, on that note, what was I about to say? Oh, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. If you want access to it, all of our Patreon content. Look, Doc and Harper then strong arm me tonight, and I'm having to roll back or spend some money on Sunny's OnlyFans for $15. It's not going to break the bank.
$15.
And it sounds like because of that, we're going to have to review some Sunny stuff. I'm sure.
Let's do it right now.
No.
I need to save up.
How does that work? Is it
I'm
like a whole library and you can go look at the old shit, or is it just every day, or...
We're all getting ready to find out, Harper.
I don't know. I'm not a member to this thing, so I don't know. But yeah, that's that. Anyway, so we'll see what happens, I guess, when we delve into this, if I can say those words. Only for patrons, though. There's that. Great suggestion, Harper. That's why they're going to give you the Rolex for this episode, actually.
That's
You're
right.
the one who suggested this, and Doc went along begrudgingly, it seemed, but he went along with it in the end. All right, before I get out of here, I do want to say, check out Our Vantage Point, the Retro Wrestling Podcast with Joe Morata and Michael Quinn. The northern version of BTT, slightly classier, a little bit more professional, but still fun nonetheless. They support us, so please support them. One thing you will never hear on their show is Sunny OnlyFans talk, though, I'm quite sure, because Joe and Quinn are good dudes, and they don't delve into the dirtiness like we do, but we love them, so there's that. And then check out the Bottom Line Cast with Mike Prue and JV. They handle our ECW show, but they also do a free show on the career of Stone Cold Steve Austin, so check out their show as well on their free feed. And patrons out there, thanks again. We're a week and a day away from Christmas, 2 days, whatever. Merry Christmas to everyone out there. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a nice December 25th. And on that note, Doc, do you have anything else to plug before we get out of here? Oh, shit, I forgot something.
Waiting on that OnlyFans.
Waiting on that OnlyFans. Harper is still doing his video shoutouts. They aren't as popular as Sunny's OnlyFans. He's not getting nude for you all. But he is still doing the shout-out, so if you'd like your very own video shout-out, or you want to curse out a family member at Christmas time because you hate them and you hate their religious or political beliefs or whatever, and you want Harper to cut a promo on them, well, he'll do that for you. Just email him, chrisharper16wildcat@gmail.com, and then PayPal him $20 to cc30388cc@yahoo.com, and he will get your video cut and get it sent to you. On that note, now I'll ask Harper if he's got anything else so that we can get out of here if he does not.
Nope.
All right, Hop, hit the tagline. Let's roll.
Fucking bitch.